Hi, you're welcome back to my channel. In this particular video, we are asked to find the value of r. From here to here is the radius, and that is what we are looking for. It's going to be tricky, but we are going to do it together. Okay, we're going to figure around it. So let's go. First, permit me to erase this because I need a neat diagram. Okay, so we already know what the radius is or what it looks like, so we don't really need this. Now, being that this is a right angle, the first thing that will come to our mind is using the Pythagorean theorem, right? But the problem here is that if you look at this diagram, notice that AB and AC are not given. So we can actually find the value of AB and AC using the Pythagorean theorem. But we can still use the equation we formed to get something. So first thing we are going to do is in triangle ABC, using the Pythagorean theorem, so using Pythagorean theorem, we are going to have that 13 squared is equal to AB squared. Let's call this A and call this B, okay? A squared plus B squared. Now 13 squared is 169 is equal to A squared plus B squared. Now we're going to leave this as equation 1. Okay. Now remember that if we want to find the area of this triangle ABC, okay, so area of triangle ABC is equal to base times height divided by 2. So this implies that the area will be equal to, now the base is small b, the height is small a. So we're going to have AB divided by 2. Now the area is given as 30 centimeters squared. I'm sorry I didn't write that initially. We are told that the area is 30 centimeters squared. So we are going to write 30 here as the area is equal to, now AB, we don't know what it is, divided by 2. So if we cross multiply, we have that AB is equal to 60. That is 30 times 2. So we can write it down here. AB is equal to 60. A squared plus B squared is equal to 169. Okay, these are the two most important equations that I need. If this is the first time you are coming across this channel, please click the subscription button, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss our videos. We upload our videos as often as possible. Tune in at your convenience. There must be something new for you to watch. Give us a thumbs up if you love what we are doing. I'm in the comment section always. So drop your comments. I will actually read them. Okay? Thank you. Now we have found AB to be 60, A squared plus B squared to be 169. Whenever you see something like this, then what should come to your mind is this algebraic identity. In this case, because we are having A plus B plus plus, we are going to be using A squared, A plus B all squared is equal to A squared plus B squared plus 2AB. Now we are making use of that because you can see we have A squared plus B squared here. Alright. Now we can substitute here A plus B all squared. A squared plus B squared is 169. 2AB is 60. AB is 60. So we have A plus B all squared is equal to 169 plus 2 times 60 is 120. So we have A plus B all squared is equal to 9 plus 0 is 9, 6 plus 2 is 8, 1 plus 1 is 2. So if we take square root of both sides, we have that A plus B becomes equal to plus or minus square root of 289. That means a plus b becomes equal to plus or minus 17. But because we are talking about length, so a plus b cannot be negative 17. Rather, a plus b is going to be positive 17. So we are going to eliminate this. So our a plus b is 17. Now, I want you to notice something or to remember something. Notice that this is the ideal formula or ideal way that your quadratic equation should look like. X squared minus the sum of the roots x plus the product of the roots, right? And this will give you 0. Now we have the sum to be to be 17 and the product to be 60. AB is 60 and a plus b is 17. So we can form quadratic equation with these two things. So we'll write x squared minus the sum is 17x plus the product is 60 is equal to 0. So at this point, we now have a quadratic equation to form, to solve. And some of you will be like, what are we now doing with them? We are going to see what we're going to do with them. All right? Okay. So remember that to find x using the quadratic equation formula is going to be minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. Now our a is 1, coefficient of x squared. Our b is negative 17, coefficient of x. And our c is 60. So we're going to write that here. Our x will be, since our b is negative 17, it's going to be negative, which is positive, right? So we have 17 plus or minus square root of b squared is negative 17 squared minus 4 multiplied by a, which is 1 multiplied by c, which is 60. Everything divided by 2 multiplied by 1, which is our a. So our x is 17 plus or minus square root of, this gave us 289 before, minus 240 divided by 2. So our x is 17 plus or minus the square root of, this will give us 49, right? Square root of 49 divided by 2. So our x, we have two values of our x. X is equal to 17 plus square root of 9 is 7 divided by 2, or your x is 17 minus square root of 49 is 7 divided by 2. So now we have two values of x, and those values are really important. Okay, so it means that the first value of x is 17 plus 7 is 24, and this will give us 12. Or the second value of x is 17 minus 17 is 10 divided by 2, so this will give us 5. Therefore, the shorter part of this triangle is 5, while the longer side is 12. Okay, so this is center O. Let me just write it small. Oh, I'm supposed to use something to clean it. Someone has actually corrected me on that. I'm sorry, my apologies. Okay, now let us erase this. Now, this is what we are going to do. If you look at this diagram, A to C is what? A to C is 12, A to B is 5, B to C is 13. What if I drop a line to actually get our radius? But this time I'm going to drop line from here to here. Yeah. Because any line from the center of the circle to its circumference is a radius. So this is our R. Now we are going to use this. Remember that AC is equal to 12, right? but OC is equal to R because from here to the circumference should be radius. So OC is R. So it means that AO will be 12 minus R. So here is 12 minus R. Now from B to O is our R as well. I'm going to clean this. You already know this is 30 centimeters squared. Let me write it somewhere. So from here to here is our R. Yeah. Now we are going to find R. Looking at this triangle, triangle AOB is a right angle triangle. So using Pythagorean theorem, we'll have that R squared will be equal to 5 squared plus 12 minus R squared. Okay, so we solve. We have R squared is equal to 5 squared plus 12 minus R into 12 minus R. So we have R squared equals 25 plus 12 times 12, 144. 12 times minus R minus 12R. Minus R times this is minus 12R. Minus R times minus R is plus R squared. We have R squared here, we have R squared here, so we can cancel. So we have 0 is equal to 25 plus 144. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. So we have 169 minus 24R. So if we transfer this to this side, we have 24R is equal to 169. That means our R will be equal to 169 divided by 24. Okay? So you can punch your calculator and get the value in decimal. So this is where we draw our curtain on today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. Share to your friends, especially those people you know that are in need of this, that want to write one exam or the other. So share to them and comment, like. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.